Hello everyone, and welcome to Stone Monkey Radio on Twitch. You might notice this isn't the normal voice that introduces you. Normally Jane Magnet, Janiac, would be here talking you into the stream, but it's me, Laura. I'm here because Jane is off in parts of the world not being dead. She's going to join us later, but we're doing a stream today, so I'm here as well as Becky. Hello, Becky.
Hello, Laura. How
are you doing?
I'm really excited for this. I get to go shiny hunting with the shiny hunter.
Yeah, I for anyone who doesn't know about this, I've been playing ludicrous amounts of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu since it released, and I've been trying to get all of the Pokemon in shiny varieties, and that's not just like get one of them and then evolve it to its top form. It's like, no, I want like the lowest evolution, the middle evolution, the highest evolution all at once as separate Pokemon shiny in my collection. And we're going to try and find some more of them, because I only need like 30 more, and I've done it. So, let's put the game on. There we go. Let us know if the volume of the game and me and Becky is alright, will sound okay. And then we will get into hunting for shiny Machop, which has been goodness knows how much of my life recently. I saw one the other day as I was leaving a cave, couldn't catch it. The most frustrating thing. Was almost ready to throw that switch across the room.
Well, it was being rude.
It was being very rude. Okay, game is very loud. Let me tell the game to be quieter. Can I steal a thing from down here?
Oh, hello, Chrono.
Okay, can I make the game quieter from in here? Volume? I don't know if I can change the volume this way around. I'm trying to work out how to change the volume of the game without messing up the volume of the Becky, because... Actually, no, yeah, that should just be... Give me a second. Hopefully that's better for the game audio now. I've made it a bit quieter. Let's have a look. Game is so loud, like very loud. Yeah, let me know if that game volume is better now that I've done a tweaking. And then once I know, we will get into finding that shiny.
Everyone's too busy drooling to type because they've just heard about margarita pizza.
Margarita pizza's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a Mezzan Pizza Tech.
And Chrono being a very good boy this week. He totally deserves all the pizzas.
I think if you're a sexy potato, you definitely deserve pizza. You've earned it.
Oh no, a horrible thought crossed my mind. What if they can't hear us asking about the volume because it's so loud?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm sure they... I've turned the volume down considerably, so it should be fine. Once I've got an all clear, I will go right ahead. Volume is better now, that's good. Right, so...
Thank you, Fisher.
We're gonna... Yeah, so we're just gonna, like, catch a bunch of Machops and try and get a shiny one. I have a little shiny charm that makes it better chances of me getting shinies, which is good. I have caught at least 32 Machops, which raises my chances even more. I've got a lure on, which increases my chances even more. We're just going to do a lot of running around and seeing Machops and hoping for a shiny one.
I really love some of your names.
Shiny Machop, shiny Machop, shiny Machop.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good shiny stream, huh?
I think this is a great shiny stream.
Okay, well, I no longer I don't have to feel bad about calling it a shiny stream today. Aha! Well, should we go for 2 shinies today? See if we can manage that.
I mean, based on your sort of stream to shiny ratio here, you should have at least 1,000 by the end of it now.
Yeah, I no lie, I've spent like 8 hours hunting for this thing. I have one shiny Machamp that someone traded me. Well...
'Tis the power of the potato.
See, this is the problem, is I've now given an unrealistic expectation of what it's like to shiny hunt. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go look for a shiny. Oh yeah, there's a shiny! This is not how do. Oh, let's have a look at my shiny. What's its stats like? Okay, that's pretty reasonable stats. Can I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, that's a reasonable looking shiny Machop. Heckins. I don't think there's a plus button equivalent on this. I'm just trying to work out how I can, like, mark it as special. No. Oh yeah, change markings. I'm gonna put a little blue star on it so I know it's a special one. Unlike all of these other Machop down here, I'm just like, no, you're not the special. You are the special Machop. I'm not even sure what to do now. This has thrown me. I did not expect this. So, Becky, do you know much about this whole how the shiny catching thing works? I don't know if I've, like, word vomited at you about it before or not.
You have explained it. Basically, there are a lot of steps, and you do all those steps, and then you still probably don't get a shiny, but you might.
Yeah, like, I've done the list of things, and in theory my odds of getting a shiny one should be like 1 in 250, maybe 1 in 300. So basically, I just keep, like, falling through the floor and running back up to this other room to make a bunch of new ones spawn. Because, like, all the ones that were in the room weren't shiny enough, so I'm just like, nah, just run back up, see what happens now. It's a lot of running back and forth. Oh. How are people doing in the chat?
Well, Kel is really happy with the volume balance.
Hooray!
Jenny is doing a little happy dance.
Yay!
And Chrono wants to know if we know the connection between a margarita pizza and the flag of Italy.
I'm assuming other than the obvious connection that they were both made in Italy.
You see, my guess is like it's got the green herbs and like the red sauce, and like, is it supposed to be like a flag colour? I'm gonna sound like an idiot if I'm picturing the wrong flag now, aren't I? It's red, white, and green, yeah.
Yeah, red, white, and green. I think just vertical stripes.
Yeah, so like mozzarella's white,
yeah.
And then like the basil and stuff is green, and then tomatoes are red. I'm gonna say it's that. Like, that's my guess.
Yeah, that's as good a guess as any. Mine was just Italy's the connection, right?
This is going to be another case of me really overthinking it, isn't it?
Quite possibly. We'll see. I want to talk a little bit about some of the Pokemon I've got in my team right now, because I'm trying to get all my shinies big and strong. And some of these are from trades, and when you get traded a Pokemon, you can't change its name. So, I've got some with some really cute names. Like, I've got one here called Jelly Belly. The Snorlax. As opposed to, like, you can see the difference between whoever would call this Jelly Belly probably was a more casual player who was very excited and happy to find it and still parted with it, even though they clearly liked it, and that's very sweet. As opposed to the other end, which is TS Horsey 2, which I think is timid, which is its nature, shiny, horsey, and the second one they caught.
Alright, so one's a friend and one's a filing system.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I have a literal spreadsheet for the shinies I've been trying to find. I suspect one of those people had a spreadsheet too, and it's probably not the person who called theirs Jelly Belly.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sorry, usually when I say ooh, it's because I just read a chat.
That's alright, tell me what's going on in the chat.
Well, Kel's been planning on doing some gardening, and she's finally gone and got her tools. And she's been to therapy this morning, so that was a good day.
Nice.
And Chrono has revealed the origin of the pizza.
Tell me about the origin of the pizza / flag.
Right, so I'm just going to read what Chrono said, like pretty much word for word. Okay, so the origin of the pizza goes like this. An Italian princess named Margherita loved this pizza so much that it was named after her. The green is basil, white for mozzarella, and red for tomato.
Did you completely nail that?
I mean, I missed off the whole thing about the princess, but like, I
I
preferred
can forgive
Hercules
you.
as a kid anyway.
I can forgive you not knowing about the princess, but well done realizing it was the pizza toppings.
Techno Squidget has asked, "Hey peeps, how it go?"
It go very well. I got a shiny Machop like a minute into the stream. I don't know what my luck's gonna be like for the rest of the stream now. I feel like I used it up in the opening minute. Oh, we're getting pizza facts. Now I've just got the Arachnovolt Spider Facts song stuck in my head. It's
Except
pizza facts. So...
Chronosearch and brought pizza facts. Yeah, we can do this.
Yeah, see if we can make that work.
Oh, I really want pizza now.
There's never a time when I don't really want pizza. Like, wanting pizza is a default state of mind.
Thing is, when I was shopping yesterday, I was like, no, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to get pizza stuff. I'm going to resist the urge. So now basically what I'm telling you is I'm going to be stood making it from scratch.
Well, see, that works. It's putting barriers in place for future you to be a deterrent. It's like, can you be bothered to make a pizza tonight? Oh no, what did I... Okay, there. I couldn't work out to get through that menu. I was like, no, go away, Matt Chop. You weren't shiny, go away.
Oh, Chrono's asked if he gets his own segment for pizza. Yeah, you can have a slice of the stream, I suppose.
If you want to come and regularly tell us interesting facts about pizza, I'm not going to stop you. We just have to remember that we have a song for you now.
Cal just ate a whole garlic stuffed batard. I don't know if that's a typo or I'm uncultured, but one of those.
I assume that's a bread thing of some kind. If it's got garlic in, it's gonna be good.
In fact, there's a thought. I could just make garlic bread and put cheese and stuff on it. Like, that's almost pizza.
You're making me hungry now.
Sorry, I have that effect.
Hungry. You're making me hungry, and I'm on stream. This is the worst time to be hungry. So I'm currently playing this with a little Pokeball Switch controller, and I don't know how much you can hear. It makes sounds when I'm catching Pokemon. It like makes sounds of wobbling back and forth, and the Pokemon getting locked in. I love this Pokeball controller so much. It doesn't work for like any other game on the Switch, but I'm like, I don't care. I want to throw my Pokeball and basically just be an overgrown child playing with toys, because that's how life be sometimes.
Plus, even if it only plays this one game, just like the hours you've got out of it.
I have indeed got many hours out of. I'm holding a Pokeball. A batard is apparently just a fancy way of saying panless loaf. So just a bit of bread that's been allowed to grow free in the oven, not constrained by the limits of pans.
I'm glad you explained that, because I was like, I don't think I'd recognise a panned bread if I saw one.
We've got a question from Techno Squidgy in the chat. Does Let's Go Pikachu Eevee have battling? First time I've seen it. So it does have battles, but only trainer battles. For wild encounters, it's kind of Pokemon Go-ish. You just skip straight to the encounter with the Pokemon you're trying to catch, which I have my problems with that in the main game. Like, it makes it more difficult to level grind in some aspects, but if you're trying to hunt for shinies, it's a definite time saver if you can just run straight into catching the thing. Oh, Jane has done a Chrono Sword song in the chat, which I'm gonna sing. Pizza Fats. Pizza Fats.
Chrono Sword has got pizza fats.
Are we realising we can't sing?
I can't sing on Skype.
Yeah, no one can.
I'm sorry, I'm going to stop and let you do it.
Chrono Sword has got pizza fats. Are the stuffed crusts pan or thin? Chrono Sword will fill us in. Look out, here comes the pizza facts. Future Fishy in the chat saying they should make the Pokeball controller work with Sword and Shield. I seriously hope they do. I would be well up for that. Let me use my Pokeball for everything. Let me play all the games with a Pokeball.
Yeah, if it works with, like... Oh, what'd be a really good game to play a Pokeball with?
Well, here's the thing.
What about Souls?
I would love to try and be the person who beat Dark Souls with a Pokeball. Oh, goodness.
I mean, gaming can just retire after that. You won.
Yeah, there's nothing left to do at that point. You're like, no, we finished gaming. We beat video games. So yeah, there's 2 shiny Pokemon I'm hoping for in this cave. I want one more Machop or its evolved form Machoke. And Hitmonchan, which is the one with boxing gloves that there's been a few of running around. I'll point one out next time there is one. Like, I'm getting to the point where there's very few things I don't have. Like, when I was shiny hunting for this Machop the first time, I found about 15 shinies that weren't the thing I needed on the way, because it's like, oh no, yeah, I have most of them, apparently, don't I? Oh. Come on, shinies! Hello, Connie Dono in the chat. Hello. There we go.
It's going to take everything in me to not read that as Con O'Donnell. I just know my brain is going to do that to me.
Brains are great like that. Brains like to see patterns. If anything could be a pattern, brain gon' make it a pattern.
If it's future fishy, what is presently?
You're breaking my brain now.
Fishpole? Did they make fish poles where future fishy comes from? Oh, there's a Hitmonchan.
Yeah, there's my boxing glove friend that I want a shiny of. So in terms of trying to spot these shinies, there's sparkles and things. In this cave, we're basically looking for anything that's green, because about 50% of shinies, they just paint them green for some reason. I don't know why. There's lots of very cool colours they could turn them, but they always seem to make them just green. I think both Machop and Hitmonlee both turn green when they're shiny, so I'm just like, well, if it's shiny, it's probably what I'm looking for. There are some that have been very nice, cool colours. I've got a Charizard that's just like black, and it's like it's a little bit emo, and I love it. And I've got my I might show off one of my favourite ones while I'm in here. My blue Ditto is very cute. I've got to find it. Got too many Pokemon.
The cutest little jelly bean.
So many Pokemons. Too many Pokemons. Where is Ditto? Here is Ditto. That one. There you are. Look at my little blue Ditto!
He's such a wholesome squidge.
Just a little ball of blue squidge. And they got such good stats. Almost all of their stats are perfect. They're my little precious baby. My little blue squidge.
Can you beat the Master Ditto trainer with a Ditto?
So that was my wonder for a while. I was like, how do they handle that? So there's a couple of Master Trainers that you don't actually have to fight. For Ditto, as long as you show up with a Ditto that's over level 75, they'll be like, yeah, that's good enough. You're the Ditto Master now. Like, I know I've got a level 75 Ditto, but that's a level 75 Ditto right there.
Oh, Techno Squidge is a mood. Wants all the purple Pokemons.
Oh. I'm trying to think if there's any good purple ones. I think Pinsir's purple when it's shiny. I'm gonna have a look.
Is that the one that Janie caught you?
Yeah, Jane got into playing Pokemon Go for like a week ahead of us getting review copy of Let's Go. And she found like 3 shinies that I didn't have in that week. So I was like, yes, please, thank you, Jane.
Yeah, I've never found a shiner. And I haven't written a scathing review about the game or anything.
See, that's why they gave her the shinies, trying to, like, win her over.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be one of these pincers, I think.
Oh, Chrono likes emo Charizard too. His best Charizard.
Yeah. See, purple pincer. Also, I've just realised I have 2 purple pincers. Heck, I forgot I had 2 of them. The good purple babies.
Aww.
Yeah, I'll go find the cool Charizard. Where are you? Where are you, cool Charizard? Somewhere up here.
Janie's want do fuchsia Aldermons. Hello, Snake Sosa. Sorry if I butchered that pronunciation. Please feel free to tell me off. Emo sad.
Yeah, emo Charizard. So cute. Who's I gonna want? So Techno Squidgy in the chat's asking, who's the voice that isn't Laura? Because they're new here. Becky, do you want to introduce yourself and talk about some of them cool podcasts what you're on?
Oh no, now it's me.
Yeah, you do a talk, Becky.
I'm Becky. I'm bad at being put on the spot.
Becky is Becky Toothill is on a podcast with Jane called Badly Designated Heroes. It's a D&D podcast.
Yeah, we're adventuring around a ruined town, just generally annoying everyone in it. It's not what we're trying to do, it's just what we're doing.
That's just how D&D adventures end up going.
We have a special episode this weekend, though.
Oh, is this weekend the one what I did a thing on?
Yeah, basically, I realised that I couldn't keep my excitement to myself for long enough to like, keep it a secret as to who was on the special and what the special was. So I've made it easier on myself. I've gone, no, it's just coming out straight away.
That's totally fair. Yeah, because reasons and scheduling, I came on and guested on Badly Designated Heroes that'll be up this week, and we did a little one-page RPG one-shot that's not 5th edition D&D.
It was good, though.
Yeah, we had a sweet time getting out of a sticky situation, and we barely managed it.
I can't bear the puns.
I can't believe you're having such a bad time with these puns.
I'm just waiting for it to be over. What could we be alluding to?
I have no idea. I have no clue. Come on. I shouldn't be so impatient considering we got a shiny right at the start of the stream, but also I'm like...
See, now you've had a taste.
Yeah, I've had a taste now. I crave this excitement. This is why this game has consumed my life. I've not even counting the times I've like reset the game or times I've played it on other accounts for shinies.
Are you saying it's addictive?
I will say, I personally am up to 370 hours or something ludicrous like that.
Oh, come on, that's barely one Fallout save file.
That's in like how many months? How many months has it been since this came out? Like 4 months?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, that's... I'm sure I wasn't like consciously sat there paying attention to it for that whole time, but I've had that game open a lot.
You got a lot to show for it.
I have a lot of arbitrary things that are not actually any better. They just look different.
But they're shiny, so they're better.
I know. They're working towards my ultimate goal of beating all of the master trainers with a shiny of their own Pokemon. Which is still my end goal. I want to go just really rub it in those master trainers' faces, and I'm like, not only did I beat you, but my Pokemon's a different colour.
Oh, Connie Donner seems to remember a thing that you might know. You're a Poke nerd.
Yeah.
The colour next to the OG on the hex code was the thing before just turning everything green.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's interesting. So that's why everything goes boring green colour. It's not... They don't actively pick the colours for the shinies. They're just like, okay, we'll just knock it one that way.
Uh-huh.
If I'm understanding that right. If that's what they're saying, that's an interesting bit of trivia.
Oh, I did pronounce Snake Soza right, which is awesome. Oh, and it's nice to meet you too, Techno Squid J.
To Snake Soza in the chat, not read up on shiny hunting in Let's Go. What are the ways to improve your chances? It's fairly basic. If you get the full Pokedex, you get a thing called a shiny charm that doubles your odds of getting a shiny. If you use a lure until it runs out, you double your odds of getting a shiny, and these do stack on top of each other. And then getting a chain of 32 or more of the same Pokemon caught will increase your odds by, I think, like 8 times over, and that stacks on top as well. So I think in total you can raise your shiny catching odds by about 32 times. Get it down to about 1 in 250, 1 in 300.
When you say chain, what breaks a chain?
If a Pokemon that you encounter runs away from you, that breaks the chain.
Mm-hmm.
If you run away from it, that's fine. But if it runs away from you, that breaks the chain. If you catch something different that wasn't that same one Pokemon, that breaks the chain.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, if you close the game, even if you've saved, that does break the chain. So there's a lot of putting the system in standby mode and like, I'll come back to you tomorrow. I might take a brief break in a moment to go and fight one of the master trainers with one of my shiny Pokemon. Because I've got some level 100 sat in my inventory and I'm like, I should probably like beat their master trainer and then go put something new in to start building up.
Connie Donna really likes the Dunsparce shiny in 2nd gen.
Ooh. I don't know what colour the Dunsparce shiny is. Dunsparce, for anyone who doesn't know, is kind of like a deflated slug.
Oh.
It looks a bit like a slug that just like kind of gave up in the middle.
Oh.
He's just a big, sleepy, gave up slug.
Oh, that sounds so precious and oh.
Oh. Right, I'm going to try and do... I think I know where the Snorlax Master Trainer is. So, if I do, I'm going to go get them. Also, look at my Pikachu. Look how adorable they look.
Oh.
They look so cute. I gave him sunglasses and a bow and flowers and a mohawk.
I like that the bow's blue and everything.
Yeah, I've got to colour coordinate them to match me. Gosh. Shiny Dunsparce is pink and yellow, apparently. Yeah, I could go for a pink and yellow deflated slug. Oh.
Sounds like a really weird cocktail order.
Apparently Jane's favourite Pokemon are Bulbasaur and Miltank, which I can't disagree with either of those. Those are both really, really solid picks.
Oh, I always used to choose Bulbasaur.
Oh, I gotta show everyone something about my shiny Snorlax. 1 second. Let me take him out the ball. I'll put him in the top left position. Look at my blue baby. Carry me around.
Oh.
I just sort of hold onto his tummy and he's like, it's okay, I'll carry you.
Oh, it looks like you're a kid that fell asleep in a shopping centre.
I shall take you on adventure. There it is. What moves does my Snorlax have? I don't know. I should probably look at that before I try and beat the Master Trainer. That seems wise. What moves do you have, Jelly Belly? Superpower, Crunch... Oh, actually, that seems like good moves. Yeah. I've not given you any of the candies that would improve your stats further, but let's give it a go. Can I beat the Snorlax?
Oh, in answer to favourite Pokemon, probably Articuno.
To Techno Squidgy asking how to add badly designated heroes to their podcast app. If you're having trouble finding it, look for Stoned Monkey Radio. If you're trying to add
It's on Curiosity Epidemic, not Stone Monkey.
Sorry, yes, wrong one. It's on Curiosity Epidemic, yes. My apologies, I'm bad at where things are. Forgive me, Becky, for I have sinned.
I mean, if that's the worst thing you're going to do to me, I think we're alright.
Alright, time for my shiny Jelly Belly to hopefully do its thing. I don't know what's good against Snorlaxes, I can't remember. Earthquake. Is Earthquake good against you?
Well, it's a normal, innit, so... Oh, you don't have electric.
Okay. Okay, they did a lot of damage to me. Superpower. Superpower sounds strong. Oh,
Oofed.
superpower was good. But it lowered something of mine. My attack, my defense. Ooh, okay. Fighting is good against normal. Okay. Let's just pump all of my superpowers into it for a minute. Oh no, my stats are falling really quick. This seems like a bad move. I should give it a fighting thing that doesn't lower all my stats.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
No. No, the drop-off in my stats is way too fast. Can I just, like, give up now and give my Snorlax a different... Oh, okay, Snorlax was defeated.
Nap time for Chonky Boy.
I am not yet the master. Oh, hello. Someone has come to join. We have a Jane. One moment. Have you got the splitter there? Okay. I'm not going to be able to hear Becky for a moment, but I'm sure hearing will happen again in a sec. Right.
Oh, good job finding podcast. Nice one, Techno.
Becky.
Hello.
Can I hear Becky? Yeah. Hooray! Can't hear the game though.
Mood.
I can hear game and Becky.
Let me try twisting my thing. Okay, I can't hear the game, but that's fine. I don't need to hear the game.
Can you hear Becky?
Becky, do talking.
I'm doing the talking and
Yeah,
seriously considering getting you a new headphone splitter.
Yeah, we need to do that at some point. It's alright, I don't need to hear the game for anything.
It cost like £1.
I know, I got mine from Poundland. How are you doing today, Jane?
I'm not dead.
You're not dead. That's very good. I'm glad
like
you're not dead.
I like that about myself. It's one of my favourite qualities.
Yeah, the fact that you live and breathe is like, it's great. I approve.
That's what I live and breathe.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Kel has a good advice.
What's the advice?
Try something like Seismic Toss doing set amount of damage based on level.
I am literally in the midst of teaching that Jelly Belly Seismic Toss.
Well, I was reading.
Really,
she said it first.
Yeah, that is some good advice in the chat.
Who are you calling a seismic tosser?
Well, I'll seismic toss you, dear. Etc.
Jen, she was on about, like, grabbing your art assets earlier.
Oh yeah, I'll grab them art assets.
Grab my assets anytime you like that.
Yeah. If this doesn't work, I might try teaching me blue Snorlax brick break. But let's try seismic toss first. How's seismic toss? Yeah, that's still not great. Yeah, you're right. Brick break might be. Oh, it's defending against physical moves. Oh, that's why they're suggesting brick break in the chat. Yeah, that's a really good bit of advice. Thank you, Connie Dono. Thank you very much, because I've been so engrossed in getting the shinies, I forgot to, like, remember how to play the game good.
Oh, August Phoenix, when you're saying turn up voice, do you mean which one of us? Because Jen and Laura are on the same mic, so if it's just one of those, then it's not a volume thing.
Yeah.
It's a Jane being far away thing, perhaps.
I don't like it when you do that.
I can't help it. Having a little trouble hearing Laura.
Me?
Oh, heckins.
What on earth has happened?
Ooh.
Connie was a semi-professional Pokemon's player.
Oh, heck.
Hackens.
Well,
impressive.
I do an appreciation of them pro strats, because all I know about Pokemon is, I want the shiny one! And apparently that's what my brain wants. I want pretty shiny!
I mean, if that's what it wants, then...
Brain wants what the brain wants.
Yeah. Come on, let me beat your Snorlax with my superior, shinier Snorlax.
Is that a euphemism?
Oh, I'll beat your Snorlax.
This is a children's game.
Yeah, but this isn't a children's stream, so...
Yeah, have you changed the age rating on that yet? Because I feel like we should change the age rating just on anything you're involved with.
Hey.
Is it because of the butt plug soup?
Right, you know what?
Butt plug soup, isn't it?
This has been wholesome for like the last nearly hour. You've turned up. And now it's just about holes instead.
Yeah,
That sounds like me, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I really should have pumped up the stats or the pumped up the characters. I'm saying pumped and you're giggling. I really should have fed my Snorlax some candy to improve its stats before I did this fight, I think.
Are you suggesting using drugs on your Snorlax to make it stronger?
No, I just go give him sweeties.
Sweeties. Yes, I'm sure the IOC or whatever the Pokemon equivalent thereof will agree.
I didn't teach my Snorlax to do a sleep.
Yeah,
no.
if you keep dosing it like that, it'll be no good for lasagna.
Hang on, isn't sleep what Snorlax do best?
Yeah, they're very good at it. So here's the thing, this Snorlax got traded to me, and I think it got traded to me above the level that it learns that move, and I don't think I've got the resource right now to teach it moves that it just like didn't get around to learning earlier. Because I think that's what you need heart scales for, and I don't currently have any heart scales to do a give with.
Oh no.
Okay, I need to get this thing's stats like close enough that I could beat it in like one more hit and then use superpower.
Apparently we need to be louder.
We need to be louder.
Apparently so.
Our volume was good.
Apparently me coming in and sticking a headphone lead in has jarred us all around.
Yeah, my apologies. I've tried turning us up on the mixing board. Hopefully that's better.
Also, professional Pokemon player approves of shinies, so you're doing it on like official advice now.
Okay, I got defeated. I'm gonna try giving some extra stats to my Snorlax first. So
I checked the bottoms of your legs and your feet are still there.
I did not get defeated.
No.
Well, do you want to do some talking for a minute while I just feed mountains of sweeties to Snorlax?
It's like you can tell when I pick up my food.
Yeah, so how everyone do? Yeah, definitely not dead. I've got some free stickers from the hospital though.
What kind of stickers did they give you?
One's for doing an ECG. I think I've still got some stuck to me.
Oh, aha.
I thought you meant like real stickers. I was dead excited for you.
There was a bit of hello.
I got some Ambu stickers.
You do indeed have some. We checked on your heart
You
stickers.
check up, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit disappointed. I did have visions of you being sent home with a "I was a very brave girl" at the doctor sticker, which would have been adorable.
Oh.
I wasn't though.
What do you mean?
Got to
Were you a
A&E.
bad patient?
No, I got to A&E and immediately burst into tears.
Oh no.
What's wrong? I might be dying.
Oh no.
No die. No die.
And then I waited for around 4.5 hours, and they're like, "You're definitely not dying." Okay, that's cool.
But what if I was dying?
No, in that moment, there was panic. Every time they took my blood pressure, they were like, "Well, that's very high. Stop looking at the results. It's making you panic more." Sorry. And then they couldn't get any blood out of me. No, but I'm usually very good at this.
Yeah, but you've been up north since then. Apparently, like, you've just some of the being tights rubbed off on you. No sharing.
That's my blood, that.
Can I just say, for everyone currently watching this stream, as I just mash a button to pour numbers into Snorlax, this is what I've spent 4 months doing. Is like, okay, I found a shiny one. Okay, I got its number to the biggest number. Now I'm gonna mash the button to get its numbers even higher.
I minced all the old ones. Now I have this one.
Yeah, this I've done a lot of this recently. What's the one that'll make its attack higher? That'll do. Yeah. Mighty Candy.
Mighty Candy number 9.
I need you to be stronger, Jelly Belly, because currently you're very squidgy.
Aw, I'm very squidgy as well.
I know, but you're not having to fight against a big monster, so there's nothing that says you need it. Like Snorlax needs to not be squidgy because he's gonna get beat up.
Well, thank you for checking, Snake Soza. Apparently they just checked to see if they had any shinies that you need.
Thank you very much.
Not, but
Yeah.
thanks for checking.
For anyone who's curious, on my Twitter, I have a spreadsheet that is, here's the shinies I have and do not have. I'm down to like 30 left to go, and like half of that is Alolans, which are not difficult, they're just going to be time consuming. Someone apparently has got a shiny Mewtwo that they're gonna send my way, which is good.
What colour's a shiny Mewtwo?
I believe it's green, because all shinies are green, because why wouldn't they be?
What percentage of your soul is that going to cost you?
We'll see. I've been doing alright. I've got all 3 legendary birds in shiny, so like I've been making alright legendary shiny progress. I've got me Meltan and me Melmetal.
Heck.
Yeah, I got a spare shiny Melmetal the other day.
Oh, heck.
Yeah, I was like, oh, go me.
Did you get
Wait, oops, I ended up giving candy to Golem without looking. No, not for you, Golem, not
This
yet.
is not for you, but mother, feed me.
No, it's time for Snorlax to be fed, to be big and strong.
Aww.
Yeah, Mewtwo
Shiny
is green.
Pinsir and shiny Eevee, very nice.
Oh, shiny Eevee. Yeah, shiny Eevee's silver. They're very cool. Shiny Vaporeon's purple.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like my purple Vaporeon.
Hey, you just thought of the purple one.
Yeah, that was another purple one. Heck, yes.
Good job.
I have no idea if I gave it enough, but I'm gonna... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna look at my moves again and see if I've got another good move I can teach. What can I teach you, Snorlax? Brick Break is good.
Connie Dono would like to know if candies are for EVs or IVs.
They are for I'm trying to remember which way around it is. Candies are for EVs. IVs are at the point of capture or sorted by using bottle caps. You trade bottle caps to raise your IVs.
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps. What can I do?
Like pogs.
Psychic. I could teach Psychic for some reason. Hyper Beam. Come on, there's gotta be a good thing I can teach my sleepy big boy.
Thunder?
Yeah, maybe Thunder. I like Thunder. Can I teach you Thunder?
Ooh, Kelladry is saying that shiny Dratini is her favourite.
Ooh, here's the thing. Dragonite is one of my favourite Pokemon. It's another one that's green when it's shiny. I'm like, I don't want shiny green shiny all the time. No,
It just looks like the granddad version. I don't enjoy it.
Future Fishy likes shiny Roserade.
Oh yeah, it's got different colour flowers.
Black and purple roses.
Yes, I have one of those in Pokemon Go.
Ooh.
With its very fancy shiny flowers.
Fancy.
Right, let's give this another go. Maybe they'll get me this time. Or maybe I'll get them this time.
I have a problem where, because the last time I saw you wearing a hospital gown, that's not changed in my head yet.
You don't know that she's not still wearing a hospital
You
gown?
don't know how that I broke out of hospital still wearing the hospital gown and my funky leg warmers. Because there's nothing that will set off a hospital gown quite as well as leg warmers.
Well, you've got to keep a little bit of yourself, you know. When they try and strip you of everything, you're like, no, I still have my leg warmers. You can't take them from me.
Well, I had to wear the gown. They basically, I walked in and they were like, yeah, we're gonna need you to take off your dungarees. I said, I'm gonna have to take off everything, aren't I? He's like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you could just take everything off, bra, top, and stick a hospital gown on, and I'll see you in a minute. And I stood in front of the thing, and they zapped me with X-rays, and then they went, are you wearing a cat necklace? It's like, yes I am. Yeah,
Did they not think to ask you to take that off first?
Maybe they did. Maybe I was too panicked about all of the things.
Aww. That's understandable. When your heart not doing good, that is a thing that tends to play on the brain a bit.
Ooh, Techno Squid, you got some funky galaxy leggings, very similar to the ones that you've got.
Ooh.
I know this because I saw them on Facebook earlier.
Someone was asking if I had a shiny something in the chat. What was being asked about? Was it shiny Dugong?
Yeah, does you have a Dugong?
I can't remember. I'm having a look. I do have a shiny Dugong.
Shiny Dugong.
It barely looks any different. How do I describe this politely? There's white, and then there's slightly creamy, slightly yellowy off-white of a very specific shade that this is.
So you're saying it looks like it smokes?
Yeah, let's go with that. That's
Yeah,
what I was
there we go.
referring to.
There's a nicotine-stained one. There we are.
Okay.
It's nicotine stained, and I definitely wasn't thinking of any other.
It doesn't look like jizz then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a jizz dugong.
A jizz gone.
Come on, stop falling asleep. My Snorlax don't know how to do that because I got him as a big boy.
Is there any kind of charm that can stop you? I'm guessing not.
No, but oh, he's just re-healed. Here's the thing: if I'm persistent, if I can get him low enough before he falls asleep, I can do my big superpower thing and everything will be fine.
August wants to know if dungarees are one of those things that have been claimed by the lesbian community.
Oh, 1000%.
I mean, nobody owns dungarees.
But
You want a pair of dungarees?
I own several pairs of dungarees, but I mean, like, no community has. I don't think has.
I think you're right. Anyone can wear dungarees, but also there's some good lesbian energy in dungarees.
Oh god, yeah. Like one of my favourite looks when I was growing up in the 80s was black dungarees, slightly rolled up, with a white sort of like elbow length t-shirt underneath.
Yeah.
And maybe a black beret.
Yeah.
And Dr. Martens, huge Dr. Martens. Hi, Crimmy!
Here's the thing, I was never sold on dungarees as a look. And then you sold me on dungarees. Dungarees can look alright.
You do look good in dungarees. I'm a big fan of dungarees. I have been for ages. Yeah, I own like 3 pairs of dungarees, 2 sort of normal adult ones, and one that's supposed to be like a play suit. It's got little flowers embroidered into it. I got it on Amazon years ago. I used to wear it with long socks. It's brilliant.
It sounds adorable and amazing.
You've seen me in it.
Which one is that?
The one with the ties on the side,
Oh,
so you
that-
can
okay, yeah.
longer shorts out.
That one is super cute.
It's like a cross between like harem pants and dungarees.
Screw it, I'm gonna try and use superpower. Come on,
Yeet.
please be strong enough to beat the other Snorlax.
Oh,
No, not
no.
quite.
It was superbly effective though.
And now it's rested and my stats have gone down. I took the chance at the wrong time.
It was worth a try.
I just want to be the master trainer. I want to be the Snorlax master.
Do you want to be the very
dungarees,
best?
Like no one ever was.
Yeah.
Krono's asking what dungarees are. It's probably easier if you Google it, to be honest.
They're sort of like, imagine trousers, but then with built-in suspenders and also like the chest portion of a shirt, but not like the sleeves or
like
like
a
the
vest,
top.
maybe?
Yeah, kind of
Or
like
vesting.
if you made like trousers and a vest into one item of clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that's
thinking
a good
overalls
idea.
with the arms cut off, but yeah, yours was better.
Yeah, overalls with no arms.
Yeah, that'll do.
It's overalls that you're supposed to wear a shirt underneath.
Mhm.
Because otherwise, like, your sides and arms will be out.
Although I look quite fabulous with nothing on under a pair of dungarees.
Oh, indeed you do.
Just cover my nipples, it's great. Dungarees are also called overalls. That's what they call them in America.
So over here, overalls is over all of you.
Overalls are more like boiler suits or like those prison uniforms.
Yeah,
The orange
they're
ones.
full body, as opposed to like dungarees are their own very specific thing.
Chrono wants to know what they missed. So that you caught a shiny right at the beginning.
I caught a shiny like a minute into the stream. I caught a shiny Matchup, and then I just arbitrarily decided I wanted to go and become the Snorlax Master Trainer with my shiny Snorlax, and that's not going so great because I wasn't patient enough to give it all of the candy.
All of the candy.
I'm like, no, it's just I want to win. Let me win.
Apparently what we call overalls, Crimmy calls coveralls.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I can see.
It
They
does
are
cover all of
over
you.
all of you,
And they
but
do
also they
cover
do
all,
cover
yeah.
all of you.
Indeed, American English. Why are you like this?
Because America decided they arbitrarily wanted to change a bunch of things to not be like England. It's the reason why they took the letter U out of all those words, is they were like, no, we don't speak English, we speak American, it's different, we took the U's out.
I mean, as a dyslexic, a lot of the spellings are much easier.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, but no, the reasoning was just they wanted to be petty to the English.
I can see that.
mean,
Nick
we
likes
also-
being petty to me.
We added extra letters to, or shifted some of the letters in aluminum just so it fitted our naming convention. Even though it was discovered by Americans.
Well, don't they call it aluminum?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, as opposed to aluminium.
Yes, and it's only called aluminium in UK English because it fits our naming convention for
Yeah.
chemicals.
Okay, can I attack this other Snorlax fast enough to beat it? Because I'm within one hit of killing it. I'm going to use my superpower. I think I did it!
Oh!
I am the Snorlax Master!
Yay!
My shiny Snorlax is the best Snorlax.
Yes, on it, August Phoenix. That's brilliant. As a dyslexic, they want to go back to Shakespearean English, where spelling just wasn't a thing.
Well, that's the thing. I was going to say Snorlax. Spelling, as long as you can understand the intent, like, what's the point in being, like, classist about spelling? Yeah.
Yeah, like, if you can get the intention across.
Exactly.
Although, it makes homophones less interesting.
Yeah.
And I do love a good homophone.
I love a homophone, not a homophobe.
No, naturally not.
Oh, I'm going to add Melmetal. My shiny Melmetal is going to join my party. They're going to be my next shiny to raise up.
Ooh. Technosquidgy saying that Scott's spelling is also a good free-for-all. Yeah, I've seen Scottish Twitter, so... Mm-hmm. Connie, eggplant, not aubergine. I don't know, I quite like aubergine.
I'm a fan of a good aubergine.
Aubergine. Eggplant.
Yeah, I wondered for a long time.
Aubergine.
Look how big shiny Melmetal is.
It's a chunky fella.
Yeah, the only real difference is he got a blue electricity wire tail. he just got blue tail.
It seems to sort of just like ice skate along.
Yeah, it's weird. I love it.
Is it supposed to be ice skating along, or is its animation just weird?
I don't know. I'm going back to the cave to try and find that shiny matchup I need still. Also, because I haven't been doing partner play with Pikachu frequently enough, every time I open this, Pikachu's just like,
That is a
you.
stroppy chew.
Apparently in Germany they also say aubergine.
Ah. Yeah, Pikachu's stroppy because, like, I've been more excited about shiny hunting than spending time with Pikachu. It's cool. They'll still fly me around on their balloon bike. Pikachu, why do you have a balloon bike?
Don't question it, just enjoy it.
Apparently Melmetal looks like the Pokemon version of the Michelin Man.
Yeah, kind of. You're too big. You don't fit in the... You're breaking the game slightly. I'm going to put you back in your ball.
Snakes also brings up a very big point, good point about English having a strange take on pineapple, because it's ananas basically everywhere else.
Yeah, it's Piniople.
It's both piney and appley.
There was a great video doing the rounds the other day about how pointless and stupid English is, where it was basically like, hey, if we like made the vowel sounds consistent, like we always pronounced the letter A the same way and the letter E the same way every time we said it, it makes English sound almost indecipherable because we have so many weird, arbitrary, different pronunciations of letters for no reason.
Yeah, Worcestershire.
Yeah, which makes English like a really complicated language for people to learn, because like other languages are a lot more consistent in their pronunciation of letter sounds.
Yeah, I found that when I was trying to learn Japanese. Lots of consistency there as far as I encountered in my limited 6 months of attempts at
Technosquidgy. English isn't actually a language, it's three in a trench coat pretending to be one.
I mean, literally, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hobbled together a bunch of languages and went, yeah, this is ours now.
I mean, we got invaded a lot, which kind of helps.
To August Phoenix in the chat, question about the game. Does fighting the evolved form of a Pokemon break the chain? It does. And that caught me out early on. You can't catch an evolved form without breaking the chain. And that's annoying.
Oh no.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Coming down.
At some point when we finish this stream, I need to find out if they've announced who won that BAFTA yet.
Deadly Spider 123. I know the Pokemon following you won't be in Sword and Shield, but I hope the Poke Refresh thing comes back. I don't know what that means, but you might have an opinion.
I am aware of the term and I've completely blanked on what it means because I'm like, my brain's gone.
Future Fishy says the Japanese pronunciation is easy, although it has 3 alphabets, so reading and writing is really hard.
Yeah. What's it? Kanji, katakana, and
Hiragana.
Yeah.
I learned to write all of the characters in Hiragana, and I started on katakana, but I didn't get any further than that. Basically, I was dating someone who was like, I want to learn Japanese, will you learn with me so that we have someone to learn together? I was like, okay. And then we broke up.
That's fair. Well, we've done little bits of PSL practice together. We'll sometimes do our finger-spelled alphabets and whatnot.
Oh, I?
And the best sign, which is the sign for Glasgow.
Which is G and a punch.
Yeah. It's such a satisfying one to do. It's sort of your two closed fists on top of each other to do a G. Oops, accidentally opened a menu by signing.
And then one fist into the other open hand.
Yeah, it's G punch for Glasgow. London is loud. It's a sort of like loud, chaotic sign.
Brighton is either bells or gay, depending on what your preferred version of that is.
Gay is always the correct answer to that question.
More gay.
Lesbian is like an open palm and then like a gun, and you just sort of wiggle the gun back and forth.
Finger guns. Hi, posh cat. So
Hello.
glad you came along. There's something like only 42 or 52 possible sounds in Japanese. Same number of hiragana and katakana characters. That's true, but there's like 5 bajillion kanji characters. So there's that.
The Pokemon have just decided to bugger off for a bit. There's one spawned. I don't know why they don't want to spawn right now, apparently.
Ooh.
Sick of the sight of you. August Phoenix would like to know, when Pokemon Go went from Kanto to Johto, what happened to the Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee candies? Did they get added together, or were they always the same?
I'm trying to remember what they did with that. I think they did it the same way as they do with evolution chains, where you can use a Squirtle candy on like a Wartortle or a Blastoise. I think it is the same pool of candy that you can use for all of the Hitmon family. So I think it's the same candy for Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop.
I've just opened Go, and they're all Tyro candies.
Ah, yes, because that is the pre-evolved, the precursor to all of them. Because Tyrogue can evolve into Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Hitmontop. So yeah, it is all the same candy, but they named it after Tyrogue. Thank you for that clarification. I knew you could use them on all of them, I just forgot that it was Tyrogue.
That sounds pretty shitty, Chrono. I'm glad that hopefully you don't have to deal with that anymore.
Things not be good.
Abusive biological mother was very picky about spellings and spoken language, which when you're bilingual, pretty
That's
common,
asking
right?
for like 4
Yeah.
things.
As someone who also has experience of shitty bio-parent stuff, you have the sympathies. It's a thing.
Oh, you've got a nice offer from Connie Dono. Can trade
yeah.
you shinies from XY. They've got all the non-Alolan.
Ooh, I might well be interested in that.
Can you trade from XY?
I don't think you can do directly from that to this. Currently, at least. But any shinies that are available, I will find versions of the game that they can be sent to, because I'm gonna stick doing this shiny hunting. I'm going to get all the shinies in all the games
Oh
eventually.
my goodness.
I'll shiny forever. I shall ride to Valhalla, shiny in Chrome.
Oh, I didn't know they did Chrome versions as well. Ugh.
What?
Yeah, Chrono. Yeah, I know what it's like being a bit voice dysphoric. I edit a podcast every week.
Yeah. As someone who started recording and editing podcasts because voice dysphoria, yeah.
Yeah.
Voices are weird.
I remember years ago, I got pulled into the office to have like my monthly review at whatever my job was at the time, and I can't remember what the one thing they were telling me to sort of do better was, but they were like, it's just like walking and talking. It's just something you do without thinking about it. And I laughed for a solid 10 minutes. And he didn't quite understand why.
Yeah, it's hard to be like, no. Talking is its own very calculated thing. You do not understand this.
At the time, walking was as well. I was trying to learn a whole new walk.
Yeah.
I gave up on that. I don't care if people accuse my walk of being manly now.
My walk.
That feels like the reaching at that point.
Yeah, my walk definitely got a little less manly, but at a certain point I was just like, this is a losing battle I'm trying to fight.
I mean, it's much easier when you haven't got a dick.
Yeah, that helps. Weirdly, that helps.
Although I do have chunky thighs, so how am I doing? Syncretion, I'm.
You're not dead.
I'm not dead. Apparently, I'm. Not noticeably problematic. I've got a quite high blood pressure, but it doesn't look like my heart's going to pop anytime soon. It doesn't look like I've had a stroke or a heart attack. It doesn't.
You can have
look
a
like
stroke
I've got...
later.
Hey. It doesn't look like I've got a clot anywhere, and it doesn't look like there's any immediate signs of cancer. So
these are all very good things.
yay!
I'm glad that these are the things.
So yeah, but yeah, we'll probably get my blood pressure treated and stuff, and I'll be all right.
Yay! We gotta keep you around, cause what would the sexy potatoes do without you?
Well, it seems that I am not actually entirely required, because there are two very potato goddesses who will.
Here's the thing. I think this stream only worked because there was the promise if you were going to eventually show up. No one's sticking around just for us. So yeah, we'll come hang out, but just because like Jane's showing up at some point.
Apparently the question wasn't, is it Tyrone candy now, but what was it at start?
I think
there
the
was
way they did it at the start is that it was... Whichever Pokemon you went on, it said it was that Pokemon's candy, but it was the same pool of candy for both. Maybe that was it? I don't remember. I don't ever remember it being just generic Hitmon candy. And they definitely didn't call it Tyrone candy before the Johto stuff.
I will try to stay safe, Bushcat. I promise.
Go keep you here. Smudge needs good laps.
So do you.
Yeah.
Techno, yeah, dysphoria is weird. I don't know if they ever experienced it before questioning gender. Yeah, I can't remember. It was a very long time ago.
I had a lot of bad things going on my brain for a while without knowing like that the gender thing was a thing and like picking out that dysphoria was a term. It's hard to like look back and go, was that dysphoria or was it whatever other flavour of at the time undiagnosed nonsense was happening in the head.
Nonsense.
Stuff and nonsense.
Stuff and nonsense.
Stuff and nonsense. Where'd all the Pokemon go?
Yeah, Chrono, I actually find that really useful, having using sign language for when you get overstimulated and can't communicate verbally.
Yeah.
That and text messaging, because we've had it a couple of times where one or other of us has been a bit struggling to do words.
Has been like, thing needs communicating, we need to be responsible adults, but also I can't do the words. And so we'll just message.
Yeah. And I think the fact that we understand that about each other helps.
Yeah. We know that we're both people who, when overwhelmed emotionally or sensorily, we might just...
Cannot make mouth happen.
Yeah, that.
Or I just sit there stuttering over the same syllable for half an hour.
Yeah. Whereas typing is just a lot easier. I don't know why it's so much easier, but it's definitely easier.
I think it's... Because I very often find that what I'm trying to convey is very much in my head. I just can't get it out of my mouth.
Yeah, the mouth be the problem.
Yeah, I'll stutter, and maybe it's something to do with speech centres. I don't know, but it's yeah. I mean, I've been in relationships before where people have been like screaming at me to talk through something, and I'm just like stuttering constantly, and I can't speak at all, and then I'm just getting more frustrated.
Yup. Yeah.
And then it's like 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, it's a shiny, and it's one that I don't need. This has been the most frustrating thing about the shiny hunting in this game, is finding a shiny and being like, if I catch you, you're gonna ruin my chain streak, and you're gonna make it less likely that the one I need shows up. So I have to just let you go. Oh. Can I just look at it for a minute? There we go. It's gone. I don't have to think about it now. This is the problem being 137 shinies deep now. What is it? 138 shinies.
Snakes also looked it up on Reddit. Apparently it seems that they're Whirly and Chan Candy, and then changed it when Tyro came out. I've seen a lot of post articles of people saying that they hatched caught Tyro and wondered why they had so much candy.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Oh, Crimson was a bit overwhelmed earlier. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Glad you do and improve. Also, I'm really happy that my streaming setup is, like, held out. My capture card has worked really well today.
No stuttering?
Yeah, it's had occasional very little slowdowns, but it's definitely been, like, very playable. Very watchable. Because we had issues, what was it we were playing on stream? Mario Party?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we had some issues and we had to restart the stream a couple of times.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I ran this for like an hour before the stream started and it seemed to be doing alright.
Yeah, having a good day.
Apparently I have knocked the computer in just the right way so that it's working again.
August saying their ex-partner always found it easy to write words after or during a meltdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems to be a thing.
Definitely for me. Because the other problem I get is if I'm having a meltdown, people trying to ask me if I'm okay just, like, resets right back to the beginning my attempts to sort my head out. Because I'm having to think and carefully formulate how to respond out loud rather than sorting out the stuff in my head. I had this at roller derby the other night. It was something really silly that caused my brain to do the thing. I think it was like the referees weren't calling, like, if someone went out for a penalty, they weren't calling the 30 seconds of when to come back in. It was just, this hadn't been explained, but either we were supposed to just, like, count in our own heads and just count ourselves back on without a timer, or in my case, someone who wasn't a ref just started shouting my name and, like go signals, and I was just doing a whole, like, but have not been told by refs to go on, but also did I miss something?
I need an authority figure.
Yeah, so brain doing the whole thing, and as much as I love my team, I explained afterwards, I was like, in future, if I'm doing the thing, just give me a minute. Because asking if I'm okay and trying to get me to explain things is not going to make it go down faster.
Chrono's saying a friend who they're moving in with has problems with overstimulation, and sometimes they'll either gesture or text a lot of the time. they'll just sit in the corner of the apartment for hours in silence and communicate only by sending memes and TikToks.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I think the thing with text for me is it's putting it down instead of having to hold it all in your head and do the talk.
Yeah. You can do it in parts. Like, you can get a few words out, read back over them, remember what you were saying, and keep going. You don't have to make it one coherent thought in one attempt.
Yeah. And Connie makes a good point about how you can just delete stuff as you write, so you can edit it rather than trying to do all of the work of making sure you're saying the right thing in your head at the time.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we are fans of the if you're overstimulated, it's totally okay to talk via text or BSL or whatever non-verbal form. Help.
Kel wants to know how you got into Derby. She a 6'3" gal that wants to answer the call to butt bruises.
I got into Derby, like, honestly, I was round someone else's house, and one of their housemates had just gone along for a trial session for roller derby, and that put it in my head. I was like, oh yeah, that is a cool sounding sport. And the main thing that got me to go, like, oh, maybe I should go try out, was they were a trans person who came back and told me how wonderfully, like, welcomed they had felt at this, like, single-gendered sporting group. I was like, oh, a women's sporting thing that I might feel comfortable and okay and safe in. And also, it's like a really cool badass sport. Yeah, sure, why not?
It seems like there's a lot of trans people in Derby.
Derby has like a lot of LGBT people. There's a lot of queer identities of varying flavours in Derby. Everyone is pretty gay. But it's just really... I never thought I would get into doing a group sport, because obviously the thing being trans is like, am I actually welcome here, etc.
Yeah.
And roller derby has just such a good mix of ages, body types, backgrounds, and everyone is very welcome. I have played derby with trans gals who are like very femme presenting to very butch masculine butch trans gals. I've played with non-binary people who like on varying flavors of gender fluid or non-binary, and at least for like the league I'm in, the Women's Flat Track Derby Association, they are just incredibly good about like, hey, do you at some point, any portion of your life is you feel that you are, being in a women's sporting league is appropriate for you? We ain't going to ask any questions. Come do sport with us.
Nice.
No matter how big or small a part of your gender identity that is, you're welcome. And they're very good at defending like the right for trans and non-binary people to excel in the sport as well. Like, they're very big about like, no, if you end up being
questioning bone density.
Yeah, no, they're very much like, hey, if a trans person ends up being the best women's roller derby player and they're a trans gal, we ain't gonna like. They will have worked their socks off like anyone else. Yeah, we applaud them. I'm like, yeah, they're good. I like them.
Future Fishy says that roller derby is the queer national sport.
It is. Plus, it's a good sport if you enjoy a good colourful bruise from time to time.
And you've come home with some beautiful ones.
There is that one that I can't remember if I shared it on Twitter or not. It was an inside of the thigh one there. Do you remember that proper big colour, like 8 different colours going on? It's like a whole boot to the thigh.
Yeah, it looked like some sort of monster. Like it had a face.
It did indeed have a bit of a face going on.
And it went through some beautiful shades of sort of purple, then green, then golden.
Yeah, there's golds, greens, yellows, blues, purples, blacks. I didn't even... Like, that wasn't a particularly painful one to get. It was just afterwards, I was like... It was like a week later, I was like, oh, look at my leg. Ah. So, I'm curious, what point do we call the Shiny Hunt a call it a day for shiny hunting?
Techno, I think I remember you saying roughly where you're from on Facebook. Maybe message me there and confirm, but I'm pretty sure there is Derby near you.
There's Derby. I can tell you there's Derby most of the place across the country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Derby leagues around. I can probably help you find one. Because I know a lot of where a lot of them is.
I think I could be wrong. Maybe they've just mentioned places that I know. But I'm sure Techno has mentioned places.
Yeah.
That I'm like, yes, I know that. And just been like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a few around there.
Huzzah! That's
The
good
Rumble.
to know. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna find another shiny tonight. I think the one I caught and the one that I let go are probably gonna be my finds for
I mean,
tonight.
you found two.
Pardon?
I mean, you found
Indeed,
two.
and I caught one of the ones I needed. So even if we got all the excitement out in the first minute of the stream, I became the shiny Snorlax master. I got some stuff done.
Connie says, I have to say I love Jugger, but experiences of the community is really homophobic. Apparently it's a cross between fencing and rugby.
Oh. Is that running very fast? Being big at running fast but with swords?
I guess.
That sounds amazing,
Apparently
but
the
I could
sport
never
is
play
great.
it.
Apparently the sport is great, but mainly done by nerds, and you know how those nerds can be.
Yeah.
Are they when you say nerds, do you mean gamers, TM?
Yeah. Roller derby in the UK has a little bit of a whiteness problem. It's a very white people dominated sport in a lot of teams.
Oh no.
But it's definitely improving. The team I am currently with definitely has a better amount of racial diversity than other teams I have played with and seen. Things seem like they're improving, but yeah, that is one area where it was a bit of a white sport for a while.
Posh Cat suggests Derby and Derby.
Derby and Derby. I would certainly. I would love to play against Derby's Derby team. Derby's Derby team. Derby.
Posh Cat suggests that Jugger sounds a bit like jousting without horses.
Yeah.
And I guess the swords are a bit bendy, so...
Still sounds too fatal for my tastes. I say as I hurtle around at high speed with minimal ability to stop.
Chrono's thinking about getting into the local ballroom scene. And some voguing. Fancy!
I did enjoy how someone once described roller derby as... Pardon? What?
Voguing.
Ah, voguing. I enjoy how someone once described roller derby as rugby on roller skates. It's just speed rugby.
Yeah. It's speedball without the ball. Voguing like models.
Yeah.
Doing the walkie down the catwalk and pose and stuff.
Oh.
You want to get stabbed with LARP swords. They are not designed for anything but slashing. Jousting would be a very bad idea. Yeah, that's true. You don't want to get hit with those.
Oh, shiny
You have 5 people, 4 with foam swords, and 1 person who is allowed to take the ball. And if you get hit by a sword, you have to be timed out for a short while.
You need more girlfriends. We don't have a full team yet.
I can keep up with 2 partners.
That's fine. We'll just make a chain. I'll add someone on to me.
Okay.
Becky add someone on. We can combine a team without having to have more than 2 links at once.
I mean, unless we're all going to start dating each other and form a perfectly circular and crisscross polykill.
Oh god, think of the birthdays you'd have to remember.
Well, there'd always be somebody that would remind you.
Yeah, there would be one person in the chain who would remember and just remind everyone else. Oh, here you go. You'd have so many group chats, though. So many variations of group chat.
Oh god!
Oh, heck.
I can just about manage 1 3-person group chat. I'm like, okay, I can sort of manage that.
I mean, we managed alright with a 4-person group chat for a while.
Mostly managed. Occasionally, I was like, "This is no, it's too much chat."
It was waking up in the morning and going, 105 new messages.
Oh, God.
And then my paranoid brain going, you must read all of these.
I know you have to
get
be
up
at
for
work,
work.
but see, that's my problem with group chats. Is I feel an obligation to read everything, and I'm like, I can't do this.
It's not so easy. Especially when your reading speeds as slow as mine.
Have you had any dinner yet, Jay?
I have. I had a fish finger sandwich, and it was delicious.
Oof.
Lovely. I need to rustle myself something up after we finish this.
I'll rustle you something.
Oh, are you sure?
Or Steve you something.
Because I still need to finish the jobs I was going to do this afternoon.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
It's alright. My day's been one of them days.
Oh no.
I gotta bring some bits down from the office because I didn't finish my cleaning and tidying I was going to do, and then I gotta prepare for tomorrow where I go off on adventures. Adventure, Jane.
I'm going to have a fish and chip pizza later.
That sounds amazing. Ooh,
I
how
mean,
many-
for your face, yes. For your figure, not so much.
You got a great figure. It's fine.
It's getting slowly more spherical. I'm not a fan.
Round is a good shape.
Oh, you missed my whining. Oh, I don't know. Did you hear my whining? I was having a good whine about it.
What did I miss? Wine
Oh.
was.
I'm wearing my Free Hugs t-shirt.
Oh yes, I think this was before stream.
No.
Oh, yeah. I'm now at the stage of roundness where people feel entitled to just, like, start touching me without asking first.
Right.
So I've decided to wear my reverse psychology t-shirt. Hopefully if I look too inviting, then they won't do it. Or at least if they do, I can be like, well, I suppose I kind of agreed to this. At least I can tell myself they weren't just being disrespectful and not thinking of me as a person anymore.
Yay!
I know. I don't know. I'm really wound up with it.
I
Yeah.
can imagine.
Probably 20 weeks, that's the
Yeah.
point at which everyone's like, oh, we've got a right bump on you. Yeah, it's on me.
Yeah.
And now you were on me. And only one of those was a thing I was fine with.
Oh, Pikachu got me a present.
Aw.
What
Oh,
is it? What is
no.
it, Pikachu? What did you bring me?
How about just a t-shirt that says "Don't fucking touch me"?
Pikachu brought me some Stardust.
Aww.
Oh.
I've
But-
got a bad news for you though. Like, Pikachu was sad you weren't spending time with them.
Don't make me think too much about this virtual Tamagotchi.
Aww.
God.
When I finish my shiny hunt, I will just spend a week just petting Pikachu.
No.
Pikachu sore. Please stop. Help.
My favourite gift from Pikachu in this game was they wrote me a letter using, like, mud as the ink, and they wrote it on a leaf, and it was indecipherable, but Pikachu very excitedly handed it to me and wanted me to have it. They just made me a little note on a leaf. So, in terms of what I'm going to do now, I'm not hunting for that shiny Machop. I've taken a break for a second. This cave is where I make all my money. I don't fight the Elite Four anymore. That's for suckers. You walk around to these, like, shiny points on the floor, and you tap the A button, and you find things that are worth, like, thousands if you sell them. That's about 2,500. Another 2,500.
Is that a lot?
One run around this cave will get me enough resources to be the same as if I'd fought the whole Elite Four successfully.
Wow,
Yeah, alright then.
Yeah, it's a good, like, 20, 30, 40
20.
grand by running around the cave.
How long does it take to come back again?
Probably about 10 minutes. Like, every now and then, if I'm just, like, frustrated that shinies aren't appearing enough, I'm like, let's just take a break to circle the cave. And then occasionally you'll find, like, a Master Ball in here. I've got 3 Master Balls somehow.
Ooh.
I need to work out what to use them on at some point. Feel like one of... Yeah, feel like one should be for shiny Mewtwo. Shiny Mewtwo feels like it deserves a Master Ball.
Shiny Mewtwo, you're the star of the masquerade.
I don't think I've ever used a Master Ball. Like, the back of my head just goes, no, don't use it, you'll want to use it for something else. Useful, therefore never used.
Like potions in RPGs.
Yeah, exactly.
I can never use any of these. I might need them at some point.
Hooray, I've done a circuit of the cave. How much money did I earn? Let's find out.
A resounding sum.
A resounding sum indeed. I like my Team Rocket outfit. With a little red R on me shirt. Okay, time to fly back and give one last look for Machop.
Or if you were like Lion, you would be.
I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, I'm not lying. That's a very good lion impression, Jane. I was slightly spooked.
Oh no, I'm such a spoop.
It's okay.
Oh, Chrono thought of a thing when we were talking about English. Apparently there's a TikTok account made a series called English is Garbage where they just talk about the bullshit structure of English language.
I'm sold.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Oh, and Snake says he hasn't used one either. Right,
Ooh,
they're unusable.
I have... Ooh, what do I want to buy? Do I need more lures? Probably. Okay, I've got 30 of those. I'm probably fine. You know what? I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get one of the things to get a Mega Evolution, because I'm still trying to get enough money to buy all those.
The Mega Evolution? I didn't know the Mega Evolutions existed in this one.
The ones for the Kanto Pokemon are in this remake, once you've beaten the Elite Four. Which one do I not have that I want? Gyarados-ite? Beedrillite? Pidgeotite? Slowbronite? Kangaskhanite? Pinsirite? Aerodactylite?
Well, since you're on, like, Journey's thing, then maybe Pinsir?
Why not? Yeah, we're on the Jane stream. I'll Mega Evolve that shiny Pinsir. Thank you for that shiny Pinsir, by the way.
That's okay, my love.
I need to buy all of those eventually, anyway.
Poshcat suggesting replacing the MGM Lion Roar with me. Me Lion Roaring.
Oh.
I think we should do that, if only because the royalties alone, I'm sure we'd never have to work again.
Oh, yeah. Do the links on the Discord, Corona. I want to see the things.
Ooh. Do I have a lure active right now, or did I somehow not have my lure on? At some point, my lure stopped being active. Grumble, grumble. I clearly clicked on the wrong thing.
I'm gonna go do a vanish for a bit, but I'll be right back.
Oh no!
I'll miss you.
What we do?
We'll both miss you.
Miss you. Oh no!
Oh no! You've got a day. You can rest tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it?
No, today's Thursday.
Oh.
It's your stream.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Wow, I've just lost a whole day this week at some point. It's been a very stressful day.
Yeah, that it has.
Connie says, Tom Scott's videos about linguistics are great. Did you know that the Y in old text is still a TH, but they had their own letter for it? But printing presses came from Germany and they didn't have it. But the Y was close enough.
Nice. Yeah, that's language facts. Language facts. Language facts.
They had the big B that's a double S though, I guess.
Yeah. My favourite bit of punctuation that I wish was more prevalent was the interrobang.
I love interrobangs.
Interrobangs are great. If any of you watching or listening have never come across an interrobang, it was a combination question mark and exclamation mark in like the same one character.
Yep.
It's amazing. I love that there was a single punctuation for like shocked question.
Where can I ask where you first heard about the Interrobang?
I'm trying to remember where I heard about Interrobangs.
I first heard about it on the Barry Trotter parody books.
Yay, squad!
I don't believe that's where I found out about it.
I found about it from the Barry Trotter parody books. Barry Trotter and the Dead Horse, isn't it? The first one, I think.
I don't know. I got a different one. Pointless Sequel.
Yes, I had like a set of 3, I think. I
God.
had the Barry Trotter books, the Tolkien series, the Cellamillion, the what was the Hobbit one? I can't remember what the Hobbit one was called, and Lord of the Rings. Although Lord of the Rings was written in something like the 1960s by the Harvard Lampoon, and then when the Lord of the Rings movies came out, they were like, "Oh, quick, yeah, let's cash in on this." So the same person released the Cellamillion and whatever the Hobbit one was called. Yeah, there is alt code for the Interrobang. So there you go.
Indeed, I think Interrobangs need to come back into style. They need to become popular.
They do. Hi, Arachnophalt. There is a spider fact.
Spider facts.
The hyphen in Spider-Man is literally part of his official name. Stanley mandated that his name have a hyphen to distinguish him from Superman. Yeah, that was a whole Marvel DC thing, wasn't there? Like DC tend to have like Batman, Superman, and then like for Marvel, because I think Ant-Man's hyphenated as well, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
They're either hyphenated or they're two separate words. They do a lot of that.
Yes.
My Captain Marvel hoodie's not come yet, and I'm upset. It was due on Wednesday. It's now the day after that day.
It is the day after that day.
Apparently so.
And tomorrow it'll be 2 of them.
Yeah, that's more than one.
Right? That's twice as many as it is today. It's getting away from me, is this? I mean, as long as it's by next Friday.
Yeah, that was my 69th match-up.
Nice.
It didn't work, Techno. Squidgy.
What didn't work?
Trying to do the alt code for an Interrobang.
Ah.
Oh! Yep. Connie's found it.
We have Interrobangs in the chat, do we?
Apparently Shazam's awesome and we should go watch Shazam.
I've heard really positive things, actually.
I remember when we were in the cinema for... Was it Captain Marvel?
I believe so, yeah.
And I remember saying sort of like, that's the first time in a while I've watched a DC trailer and gone, yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we need to go back to Black Lightning.
Yeah, we do. We got too many things we need to...
I know.
I know.
I literally had 20 minutes the other day where I sat down and started playing the tutorial for Tropico 6. At some point I'm hoping to put a review out for that damn thing, but
yeah,
as it stands,
there are too many things. I've downloaded a bunch of stuff optimistically, being like, yeah, I'll play through that. I'll play some of that on Switch sometime, and I know I'm never gonna get to them. I'm like, yeah, I'll get around to. I'll play through The Missing, and I'll play through this, that, and the other. But too many things. Too many.
Tell me about it.
Too many. Why so many?
Apparently Shazam is one of Connie's favourite films since the MCU started.
Yeah, I'm hearing that it's very... It's very funny, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's got some heart and some good acting, which I'm like, yeah, I could go for that. We need to see fucking Us again at some point. Because, that film made me need to rewatch it.
I was trying to find, like, a full-length version of the like, orchestral added bits from, of 5 on it.
Oh, yeah.
That they sort of play towards the end and in the trailer. Apparently it doesn't exist, but I have found someone on YouTube who's basically made one for themselves.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It repeats itself a lot, as sometimes fan edit versions often do.
Yeah.
But yeah. I really like that piece of music.
It's not about drugs. It's a dope song.
It's interesting that they play very little of the actual song in the film
Yeah.
because it's very definitely about drugs.
Yeah, I went and did a look at the lyrics afterwards and was like, yeah, that is undeniably a song about smoking the illicit herb that people smoke to get silly.
The devil's lettuce.
Yes, it is indeed the Tory's cabbage.
August Phoenix would like to know if we have an opinion on Left Tube, i.e. ContraPoints, Philosophy Tube, H-Bomb Guy, etc. I don't watch any of them. I've got too much to watch of my own stuff.
They are people who I think have had some very interesting views and have put out some very good content, and I generally think are probably a positive thing to be around, but equally, I do not have time to watch their things regularly, and I'm not fully up to speed in a way that would allow me to have in-depth thoughts.
Yeah, and I'm in a couple of sort of very leftist Facebook groups, and like it seems to change from month to month. It'll be, ooh, Contra's put out a new video and it's really, really good, and ooh, Contra's put out a new video, yikes. So I never really know where to stand on that.
H-Bomber Guy was very lovely the time I talked to him once. It was very pleasant.
Wasn't it H-Bomber Guy that did the Donkey Kong stream?
Yeah, he did. He did the big trans stream.
I do appreciate for that. Certainly.
Yeah. Thank you done did a good.
Contra is certainly controversial.
You always do the scritches when I'm mid-yawn and then it breaks my yawn. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you monster!
She has such a scritchy tummy.
Oh,
I
you
do-
yawn bothering!
I do big,
Yawn bothering.
I do big stretchy yawns, like with the whole arms up and everything, and Jane will just give me a tummy scritch, and then I'm like, oh no.
I'm sorry. I tried to resist, but your tummy.
You threatened to bite my fingers off if I prodded your tongue when you yawned.
I don't mind you prodding my tum. I don't like anything going in my belly button.
No,
Or in
your
my
tongue.
ears.
You
tongue.
very much made a point of threatening to bite off my fingers.
Only if you put it right in my mouth.
I
If my
mean,
tongue is out and you poke it, that's fine.
well,
If you yawn molest me, you're gonna have some problems.
Oh, cool, ka-choo.
Cuckoo, kachubadoo.
We've been going for a couple of hours on this. I think we're
Yeah,
probably...
an hour and 43. I think we should probably say,
Yeah.
should we give it till 9:30?
Yeah, we'll give it another 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes for
2
another
minutes.
shiny to appear. Oh, 2 minutes.
Literally 2 minutes until
Ah,
9.
we've got 2 minutes. I'll do one more loop. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm very glad that you got to see that one shiny that I needed that showed up a minute in. I'm glad there was one shiny on stream that I actually caught.
I was going to appreciate for that. Connie was asking, was it the aesthetic video that ruffled some feathers? I know there was one recently. There was another one about 6 months ago. It's a thing with Contra.
Every now and then it happens.
Yeah. I'm a yawn botherer apparently. I'm sus.
It's okay, still love you.
So Laura.
Yes.
Where can we find you on the internet, darling?
Laura K Buzz pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Twitch I don't use very often, but I will probably do another shiny stream there at some point when I'm getting close to the end of my shiny hunt. Twitter, that's where you can find where my list of shinies I need is. And YouTube, there are some videos on there of other times I went shiny hunting. Kotaku.co.uk, I'm on Dice Funk, it's a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm on seasons 3, 4, and 5, they're all self-contained seasons. And I've got 2 books coming out this summer. There is Uncomfortable Labels, which is my memoir, which is coming out July 18th. I know that I will be at Trans Pride Brighton selling copies and doing signings and whatnot. Don't know how long they'll last, but that's like 2 days after it comes out. and things I learned from Mario's butt, which, like, all of the stuff is done for it. They just have to make it into a book and print it. So, hopefully this summer.
Connie wants to know where they can talk about sharing XY shinies with you.
Drop me a tweet, and I will sort that this evening. I'll respond to tweet, and we'll sort something out.
Becky, where can we find you on the Hindi nets?
I can be found as @BeckyToothill on Twitter, and everything about that podcast, Badly Designated Heroes, What You and Me Do, can be found through @CuriousEpidemic on Twitter, and is hosted on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, and now Apple. And the character sheets can be found on curiosityepidemic.wordpress.com.
I can be found on YouTube and Twitter as Maniac Janiac, on Twitch, you're watching it, on SoundCloud as Jane Eris Magnet, where you can listen to that Queer and Pleasant Strangers, What I Do Without Laura.
Hey, me!
You! Patreon.com/StonedMonkeyRadio, PayPal.me/Jane Magnet. If you just fancy sending me some money, I would do a big old appreciation. It helps keeps the lights on at my website and stuff, which is stonemonkeyradio.blog, where I do writings occasionally, and I need to do more writings. I just need to get time to actually play games.
Yeah.
Hopefully when my chest isn't trying to explode.
Maybe this weekend. We got some free time.
Maybe Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe Sunday while you're doing writes. Facebook.com/StonedMonkeyRadio if you want to join in chatting and hanging out with other sexy potatoes, or alternatively, there is a link in the chat right now for our Discord. That'll be open for 24 hours. If you're not listening to this live, hit me up on Twitch or in the YouTube comments, and I will do a thing and get you a link in if you want to come and say hello. And I think that is all the places that I do.
Technosquidgy would like to know about the stream schedule.
Stream schedule is basically Thursdays we try and be live by about 7:45 UK time, PM. And Tuesdays, it's whenever Laura and I finish recording Queer and Pleasant Strangers.
It's usually 9:30
about
UK.
9:30, yeah.
Yeah, and about 7:45 UK on a Thursday.
Yeah. So there you go. And we will try to keep doing all the good things. Is that everything?
I think
it's
so.
everything.
It's very weird finishing a stream with you, because I keep thinking you're going to tell me to sing us out, but it's not Quoops. My brain's just like, until next time, be a stranger, but that's not where we are.
Until
My
next
brain
time,
was expecting that too.
be a potato. Thanks very much for joining us. Oh, bye.
Bye.